We're all just chilling. It's hot outside. I'm bored, even though I should be doing housework, as I just showed my coffee table. It's a mess. But I feel tired, so I'm gonna maybe I should drink another Monster and super clean the house. I don't know. So for now, me and Fabio are just chilling in the living room. I got laundry also in a chair. I should do my nails too. Oh my god. I've been scraping the paint off my nails because I don't have nail polish remover. I should go buy some so I can redo my nails, file them. They're getting dull. And yes, these are my real nails. They're real. I'll show you the other one. The other hand. Yes, definitely just been chipping away at the paint. Okay, I should go drink that Monster. Fabio, I have all these puppy pads on the floor. And you pooped on the floor. Not on the pad. What are you gonna say about that, Fabio? Ready to go outside? You ready to go outside? You wanna go see everybody? We'll take a dust bath. Why are you looking at me like that? Fabio. He is hiding behind the tree. He thinks we cannot see him.
Boy, I wonder where Fabio went.
Where did he go?
Hi. Come on, Fabio.
Now we're back inside, and he is mad. He did not want to get caught and come back in. But he's not ready to fully be out there yet. Not until he can have the strength to defend himself. Okay, so let's go over a book. The Good Wife Guide. 19 Rules for Keeping a Happy Husband. Be all the wife he needs. How many people can we trigger with this book? Okay. So this actually was not a book when it was first created. It was actually a little part of an article in, let's see if I can find the year. Hold on. I will edit this video and put in the year that this was from. Okay, so first page. A wife's duty. A man's home is his castle, and as such, he ought to be treated like a king when he returns home from a demanding 8 hours on the job or more. He rightfully deserves a bit of pampering. Now that's true. It's every wife's responsibility to dote upon her hardworking spouse to show that he is truly appreciated. Yes, that is good advice. Rule number 2, recipe for success. And there's the photo. Just as it would be unthinkable to serve frozen TV dinners or reheated leftovers to an honored guest, these offerings should not be considered acceptable dinner fare for the man that you adore. I'm gonna stop right there. My husband eats pretty much nothing but microwavable frozen meals, and I think that's just like everyone in the 21st century. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. If he would eat stuff that I could cook, that would be good, but if he doesn't like it, I'm not gonna make it. Alright, give him a hearty home-cooked meal, one that's prepared from scratch and seasoned with love. The hours you spend over a hot stove will be repaid in full when he eagerly asks for seconds. That's nice. Okay, rule number 3, put your best face forward. Before he arrives home from work, take a few minutes to transform yourself from toiling housewife to vision of earthly delight. Give your hair an extra shellacking of hairspray. Reapply your makeup and trade in your house coat for a stylish frock that shows your figure. Okay, so for me, my husband hates the smell of hairspray. He hates makeup, and he probably doesn't even care how I dress. Unless I dress slutty, then that would be a problem, which I would agree, dressing slutty is a problem. Okay. Rule number 4, cleanliness, it's next to godliness. Now this is my favorite. Make sure the house is spotless before he's due to arrive home. Give the furniture a quick dusting, pick up any wayward toys, and make sure all unsightly laundry and ironing has been put away. Your house should be sparkling by the time he sets foot in it. I clean, but laundry, everyone has problems with laundry. Rule number 5, a happy homecoming. When your husband walks through the front door, take his coat and guide him to his favorite easy chair. Offer him the evening newspaper, his slippers, and a dry martini to take the edge off. If he appears fatigued or cranky from his traffic-laden commute, a relaxing foot rub or shoulder massage may be in order. My husband hates all of that. He hates all of that. Let's see. The only chair I can guide him to is his gaming chair, but he walks himself there anyways. Nobody reads the newspaper. He doesn't have slippers. He doesn't drink. Hates foot rubs, hates shoulder massages. But yeah, look how happy this husband looks. See, you should strive to make your husband look this happy. You don't have a job. If you're a stay-at-home wife and mother, and you don't have an actual job outside the home, you should be doing something for your husband, your kids, or something around the house. Rule number 6. Greet him with a smile. Probably not that creepy smile, but a smile. Nothing says welcome home, dear, better than an ear-to-ear expression of your love. That's right, a smile. With just one glance at your face, your husband should know that his very presence makes the pinnacle of your day. Yes. I mean, why would you want your husband to come home grumpy from everything that happened at work and then, like traffic and shit, just to come home to a wife who bombards him with negativity and doesn't smile? Rule number 7, prepare for contingencies. Sometimes I can't say words. It's normal for 9 holes of golf to turn into 18, or for a meeting at work to run long. If your husband forgets to call and tell you when he's going to be late, don't make him feel even worse by giving him a hard time about it. After all, only an elephant never forgets. I kind of feel like if your husband doesn't tell you he's going to be late, if he's like extremely busy, I get it. But like if you're just playing golf and you never let your wife know until 18 holes later, that's kind of rude. I don't know. Maybe that's like the 21st century mindset of me. That's the only thing I disagree with. Rule number 8. At the dinner table. Anticipate your spouse's needs by refilling his plate before he asks. When it comes to your own plate, remember that less is more. God, American women need to listen to that. Certainly the moist layer cake, with buttercream frosting you baked this morning looks appetizing, but it won't do your waistline any favors. They ain't wrong. Rule number 9. Honey, how was your day? No matter how trying your own day may have been, don't burden him with your trivial woes. He has had to deal with enough aggravations at work, and he depends on you to be his respite from such drudgery. If he chooses to vent about his day, on the other hand, it is your job to lend a caring, sympathetic ear. No comment on that one, I just generally agree. Rule number 10, be witty and conversant. With a table full of dirty dishes waiting to be scoured and stacked, your day's work has hardly ended. But that's no excuse for failing to be a lively companion. Engage your husband in stimulating conversation ranging from news of the day to world events, but don't appear too opinionated or knowledgeable about any given subject. A good wife defers to her husband on all points, intellectual or otherwise. So women, stay out of politics. Rule number 11. Decisions. After toiling for his demanding employer all day, a man wants to be made to feel as though he's the boss when he crosses his own threshold. Let him dictate important matters at the home, from selecting the evening's television programs. That's not important, but okay. To choosing what he'd like for you to serve him for his bedtime snack. Now that is important, and you should listen. Don't just like make food and expect him to eat it and then get mad when he doesn't eat it because you didn't ask, what he wanted to eat, so that's your fault. Rule number 12, follow his lead. Dude, she looks so bored. She looks like me when I have to listen to feminists talk about the inequality that women deal with today in 2021. Occasionally, your husband's mind may be far too preoccupied to engage in idle chit-chat. If instead of hanging on your every word, he mumbles one-word responses to your questions while pursuing the newspaper or watching his favorite television program, don't take it personally. Sometimes saying, "I love you," means saying nothing at all. Rule number 13. Oh, and I love this one. Hush, little children. Children are a blessing, but they can put a tremendous strain on their father's frazzled nerves. Yes, they can. And mine too. Encourage your children to use their quiet voices, like their 6-inch voice, when daddy comes home, and try to minimize rambunctious behavior. I wish that I was who I am today, like many years ago when I was raising my kids, because now they're older and it's kind of hard to tell them rules that they didn't grow up with in the first place, because I didn't have this mindset when I was raising them. So now it's hard to put these into their noodles to understand to shut up. So I wish I could go back in time and raise my children right. Rule number 14. A Mother's Day never ends. Once dinner ends and the kitchen has been cleaned, usher your wee darlings upstairs for a bath and bedtime. Your spouse will be grateful for a bit of solitude as you tend to the little ones in an efficient and orderly fashion. Yes. And that actually used to be like my favorite part of the day. When dinner's done, we're going to clean up, go get the kids in the bath, get them tucked into their cribs or toddler beds, and then freaking just chill. God, that would be so great to do that all over again, but my kids are, older. Rule number 15. Spread gladness, not badness. She looks like she's on drugs. When possible, try to spare your husband from the nuisance of life's little troubles. Now is not the time to present him with a stack of bills or the fact that little Jimmy flunked his spelling test. Why is everyone named Jimmy from back then? If you can handle such crisis without having to needlessly bother your husband, you'll leave him available to deal with more important matters, like mowing the lawn. Mowing the lawn. Rule number 16. Sing his praises. I really think they choose the most lunatic looking women for this stuff. A few well-placed compliments are certain to garner your husband's favor. Tell him he cuts a fine figure. His ego will appreciate the boost and may even put him in the mood for romance. Rule number 17. All in a day's work. That was a cute dress, though. The one lady that doesn't look crazy, and she's wearing a beautiful dress. I might have to buy one like that. Maybe when I can lose 20 pounds. A man's needs are simple, and his requests are few. That's true. In that case, it should be a pleasure, not a chore, modern women, to put his happiness ahead of your own. Don't expect special acknowledgement or words of praise for your efforts. It is your role to support him and make him feel special, not the other way around. Yep, I definitely agree with that. Stop being attention whores. It's not about you, bitch. Rule number 18. Oh, this is a funny one, actually. Between the sheets. When your darling man suggests that you slip into something a little bit more comfortable, he's not referring to your ankle-length flannel nightgown. People wear that back then. Entice him in the bedroom by foregoing your cold cream and curlers in favor of a seductive negligee. Be a tantalizing temptress in those few short minutes before your husband falls asleep. That's the part that I find funny. Let me read that again. Be a tantalizing temptress in those few short minutes before your husband falls asleep. Once he's out like a light, you can steal a few more homework minutes, rolling out the dough for tomorrow morning's light and flaky Danish. Then it's off to bed for you as well. After all, you'll have to rise early to make sure he awakes to the smell of percolating coffee. These words are almost a little too big for my woman brain. Rule number 19, a job well done. At the end of each day, survey your home and family and ask yourself one important question. Have I inspired domestic tranquility? With a little extra elbow grease and a can-do attitude, you too can answer each and every day with a resounding yes. And that's it. The end. Good rules. Everyone should follow these. And it doesn't matter if you're gay. In gay relationships, you can be in a traditional gay relationship. As confusing as that sounds, there are always a top and a bottom, the man and the girl of a gay relationship, and y'all can absolutely follow this book. So it doesn't matter if you're straight, bi, gay, unicorn, you can follow this book.